As the world crumbles and an energy crisis ensues, the world's top leading experts gather together in their masses to study asses. In this case, Evie from Stellar Blade 2. And meanwhile, what's happening over with Santa Monica Studios at Sony? But it gets worse, ladies and gentlemen, because which other hot actress is under the chopping block when it comes to video game massification? That's right, the one, the only, Hayley Atwell. Well, surely she can't be that bad.
I remember the moment my powers
Oh,
came
those
in.
dulcet tones. It looks like Hayley. But then again,
Was being crushed.
I was wrong. Because between you and I, she's been fableized.
Her voice may be almost as important to gamers as Lara's double pistols, curves and skimpy shorts.
Kung Fu Hot Dog
is a Kung Fu renegade cop. Now he must defeat the most evil Kung Fu master in the world.
For a modern gaming audience.
Get ready for a new world of unspeakable adventures.
I said, Mummy, I like the way the lady runs.
Get ready for a new world of unspeakable adventures, never before shown in a motion picture. Get ready for
Kung Fu Hot Dog.
Right?
Oh, I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, this will not be the first, it will not be the last, or my everything, to quote the great Barry White back in the day. It seems that taking a very beautiful actress and turning her into the opposite of what she was born to be is something that video game developers are doing on purpose. But I've got a bit of a counter argument to that one, a bit of a theory that I was thinking about while I was in my trench coat solving another case because Columbo was off duty today. Oh, it's real, folks. When I talk about the butchering of a hot actress like Hayley Atwell, you've got to ask yourself the question, what the hell is going on in the world of video gaming? Because again, when you take somebody as talented as a male co-star like Richard Ayoade from the IT crowd, and apparently his mode capture is one-to-one perfect. Hayley Atwell was announced as the new villainess of the brand new FABLE game coming out from Playground Games. Supposed to be this year, but it's now going to be in February of 2027. The villainess being Isabelle, not as in B-E-L-L-E, just Isabelle. You know, the ordinary, whatever you want to call that word. Now, there's an old tweet of Critical Drinkers here where he celebrates National Boob Day. And if you want to know when that is, it's the 3rd of August. Or that should be really the 3rd double D of August. And of course, what Drinker says here is he would pay money to see Hayley dressed like this. And I think we can all agree that exactly that's what I'd want to do as well, because she's an absolute smoke show of an actress. Oh, god damn, holy moly. To think that this girl at school was called Hayley Fatwell, and when she grew into a beautiful swan, all those bullies tried knocking on her door to secure themselves a date with her. And I guess it was a little bit too late for all of that, wasn't it? But there you go, never pick on the fat chick at school because you never know how she might turn out later on. I know that's an awful sexist comment to make, and I don't effing care. Now, of course, if they were to make a hot toy of Hayley Atwell, what do you think they might do to her? I don't even want to entertain the answer to that question, folks. But something I do want to gather your thoughts about is this on Reddit, where somebody has said that Hayley Atwell's face scan in the upcoming FABLE is ugly according to the chuds. How dare you? She's got very textured skin, right? As in Atwell does, not her counterpart video game creation who has rock hard skin. Yes, I know she's playing a demonic type of being and her hair is not meant to be one-to-one like it is in the scan. Although technically, if it is meant to be a one-to-one scan, then why hasn't it come out this way? Why with Richard Ayoade from the IT crowd is it just a one-to-one perfect scan, yet with the actress playing the unknown female character, the heroine of FABLE, hers was pretty good, but the first time they managed to uglify her as well, didn't they? Somebody says here, Well, you see, she doesn't look like a 12-year-old anime girl. Well, dude, you're off your effing rocker because nobody wanted or was asking for a minor version of a woman like Hayley Atwell. I mean, is something seriously wrong with you guys when you come up with stuff like that? It's absolutely bizarre. And yeah, again, they're poking fun at places like Korea and Japan who have a, shall we say, a penchant for that type of thing, but that's neither here or there, folks. And believe you and me, ladies and gentlemen, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure out that Playground Games have gone out of their way to make sure every ample curvy inch of Miss Hayley Atwell is fully covered up because your eyes mustn't see the prize. Or in this case, prizes.
Casting someone to be Lara Croft is a very difficult thing to do. It is the voice of a character that represents a generation.
Yeah.
It has been portrayed by incredible women over the years.
Yeah, Keely Hawes.
There's a lot about Lara, a lot about Tomb Raider that isn't overtly explicit. So finding a new voice for new games is something that took a lot of time.
Wow, that Alex Wilson Regan, she got a bit of an ass in her, hasn't she? Good God, I can see why she was hired. Alex is not a bad looking woman. And look at the video game counterpart she's playing. One of the most iconic video game heroines ever, Miss Lara Croft. And funny, when you look at Alex right here, she is quite pretty. She's not at all ugly. I wouldn't throw her out of bed any time of Sunday, if you know what I mean. So it's rather interesting when you take somebody, when you compare her to Hayley Atwell, I would say Hayley Atwell probably wins hands down with the beauty stakes, although I've got to say, Miss Regan is pretty much rocking that bodysuit, if you know what I mean. You see, actually, one thing I do appreciate about this interview, folks, this dev diary, whatever you want to call it, everybody's having fun. It seems that Miss Regan right here, so far, I don't hear or see any red flags, seems to be having the time of her life when it comes to portraying an iconic character. And they're not calling you chuds. They're not calling you other names under the sun. They're saying to you, listen, guys, you wanted Lara Croft back. She's back in the traditional sense. We're giving her a whole makeover like you requested.
No thanks, bro.
She does not look like Leon S. Kennedy anymore from Resident Evil. She looks a bit like her.
Love it. It's bringing us so much joy and adventure and excitement, you know? It's a respite from the difficulties of the world outside my front door. That's what I want. I want them to completely fall in love with the franchise all over again.
So you see Miss Alex Wilson Regan once?
Hi, guys.
And now you see her there. And I say they do match up pretty well. In fact, what I would say Crystal Dynamics have sneakily done here, they made Miss Regan even more prettier than she is in real life. And I think this might be a contractual thing when it comes to Hayley Atwell, who clearly doesn't want to have her digital likeness forever preserved in the face of entertainment because maybe she's best pals with Millie Alcock playing Supergirl, the much anticipated flop from James Gunn's DC Studios, because maybe Hayley Atwell is not that comfortable with having a one-to-one likeness of herself in any other form of media entertainment, where it seems like Miss Regan right here wants to, she understands that she's lending a voice to an iconic character, but she wants to put it in a character that is actually far removed from her. Say in terms of looks and more of an exaggeration, that's the word I'm thinking of, folks, because I love to enunciate and exaggerate. I thought I'd end this video on a bit of a high note today, or in this case, high notes, and leave the lovely Hayley Atwell to babble on in the background while I say to you, thank you very much for the newcomers that have found my channel and have subscribed. I really do appreciate each and every single one of you. And if I were you folks, and if you were me, I would join you joining me for the return of the next video. And that reminds me, I need to take my chicken out of the fridge.
She got a great ass!
Like and subscribe, or get your nuts Krogan crushed on Kung Fu Hot Dog.